Hey guys, this is Nemo and welcome to day 2 of Prestashop 101 series. If you're totally new to Prestashop and you missed day 1, I strongly suggest you go ahead and check that video out first, because today we will cover some of Prestashop's features. So, let's get started. Now, here is the the front office, sorry. You see, it's pretty cool, and I don't like the logo, so let's go ahead and change the logo. I just logged to my back office by reaching my admin 1 folder, and I would go to preferences, themes. Just ignore this bunch of things here. Just know this is the page where it's possible to change the theme of Prestashop, but we will cover this in a future lesson. For the time being, let's stick to the logo. So here's the logo. You can see there are many types of logos, like header logo, which is this one, mail logo, and as the name suggests, it's used in emails, and invoice logo. This is useful because maybe you have a dark template, and it's not okay to use the same logo for the site and the invoice, for example. So that's why there are different logos. Let's go ahead and change it. I've already prepared another logo. So where is it? Logo, new logo. Here. Open. You can see it's also possible to change the fav icon. This icon, which is a store icon, which will appear inside Google Maps. You can change the navigation pipe. We'll talk about this later, and you can also enable the mobile theme. For a time being, I will just apply the logo change. So save, and you can see it's applied to every of these instances because there is no mail logo or invoice logo set. But again, as I said, it's possible to set up a single different logo for each of these items. Let's go ahead and test this, and yeah, here it is. Yeah, I know it sucks. I just created this in a couple of seconds to demonstrate the overall process. But you'll notice, I don't know if you're watching this in high quality, but it's a bit grainy and noisy. And this is because image settings in the back office. So let's go ahead and maybe change these and give it a better look. So preferences, images. Again, whole bunch of things. Don't worry, I'll cover this. And you see, it is possible to change the overall quality of the image. You can also use PNG for images, or PNG format. And just remember that, as this text says, if you change the format to PNG, file size will be bigger, but also quality will be higher. So it's just up to you. Let's just set image quality to 100 for the JPEG, since I'm using JPEG now. And let's go ahead and save preferences. You can see it changed. Now, let's just go to themes and re-upload logo. Okay, save. Now, it's hardly noticeable, but it is improved. Of course, this is a video, so you will probably not be noticing this, but I can assure you it is a bit better. It's a lot less noisy. So that's how you can troubleshoot image problems. Now, let's change our store a bit more. You can see there are a bunch of blocks here on the left column, on the right column, and here in the center of the page there is a slider. And all of these things are known in Prestashop as modules. Modules, we will cover modules later on in the series, but for now, just know that modules are plugins, add-ons, extensions if you used to be a Magento user, With modules, you can extend Prestashop's functionalities a lot, a whole lot, a lot more than just adding some new blocks to the front office. You can add new search engines, you can add features in back office, really lots of stuff. So modules are one of the coolest things in Prestashop, and since they are so easy to create, and we will create a module maybe at the end of the series, it's easy to extend software. Really, really easy. So I want to change the positions of these blocks and maybe delete something like the stores, since in this example I don't have a real physical store. So I would go to the back office, modules, and right here you will see a whole list of modules. They're countless, really, and there are even more created by developers like me. I also have a module store at store.nemops.com if you want to check that out. Now, as I said, I want to change the position, but here we have only the list of the modules installed or not installed. So this was just to show you the modules panel. To change the position, I will go to positions. Here we are. So here there is a list of all the modules positioned in the front and back office. You can also display non-positionable hooks, and I will dive into hooks later on in the series, but Prestashop uses specific places known as hooks to handle modules positioning or module execution. For the time being, let's just click on Live Edit, and Live Edit will allow us to change by dragging and dropping the position of front office modules. So here it is, the front office. As you can see, all of our modules are displayed here for the home page. So let's say I don't like this text blocks as the first module. So I will take this and place it below the categories. And this is basically, it's really simple. How the Live Edit works. You can drag and drop everything from a place to another. Now, what if I wanted to, for any reason, place the categories block in the center column? You can see it's not possible, and this is because of hooks. Again, as I said before, I will not dive into hooks now, but because of these hooks, certain modules can only be placed in certain places, and that's why I cannot place the categories block here. Of course, this can be changed, but it requires some PHP programming knowledge, so it can only be done by a programmer. But we will see maybe at the end of this series. Now, I don't like, as I said, the Our Stores block, so I will go ahead and delete it. You can see it's so damn easy, wasn't it? And I think I'm pretty much happy with the changes now, so I will go ahead, save, module position saved, close, and close the Live Edit. Now I will not need to go to my other instance of the front office because I am automatically redirected to it. So as you can see, no more stores block here, and I have my categories block as the first module in my left column. This was really easy. I mean, really easy. So now let's go ahead and change this this slider here. I don't want to have 5 images. I want to have maybe 4 images. So let's go ahead and go to modules. We already saw this panel before, and it will be a real loss of time to go ahead, waste of time to go ahead and look for the slider module, because there are countless of modules. So there are many possibilities here. it is possible to filter, and this is what I will do. It is possible to reduce the number of modules displayed by category, but I think this was better in Prestashop 1.4. It's pretty much confusing now. There are, you see, many categories here. It's not always easy to find what you're looking for. So, for example, I think that that is in the front office features panel. So I will go ahead and click this. But as you can see, many modules here too. So I will use the search filter here, and I will look for a slider. And you can see suddenly appeared image slider for your homepage. So click it, and here it is. So we can uninstall it, we can disable it, and let me show you what happens if I disable a module. By the way, it just goes back and removes all the filters. You can see it was disabled and it disappeared. It is not uninstalled, so configuration is preserved, but you will not be seeing this in your front office. So let's go ahead and re-enable it again. Slider, enable, and again, it was a lot better in Prestashop 1.4 because it didn't refresh your filter. But again, slider. Let's stick to this. Hopefully Prestashop will fix this in the next version. Configure, and here are some basic configuration options for the module. You can change the height, width, speed, which is the I think speed represents the time it takes for an animation to be completed. So the sliding speed. And let's change this to 1000, just to yeah, that was it. And it's pretty much easy to configure. So I'll let you play with this configuration. Let's stick to the slides. As I said, I only want 4 slides, so let's delete this. And I don't have an image to add as a slide, but to add a new slide, just click Add Slide, select a file, and then give it a title, the URL, the legend, which will display here. This is the legend, and a short description. The URL, of course, is the URL you will be redirected to when clicking on the image. And in this case, it was set to prestashop.com. And okay, the video is almost 15 minutes long, so I will just stop here for day 2. And in day 3, we will start dealing with products and categories. Yeah. So, for now, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next lesson.